Hayden, 21-year-old ginger, with beautiful blue eyes. Just got the news. Hayes pregnant with his boyfriend, Oscar. 22-year-old guy with a black mohawk hairstyle and tattoos all over his body's baby. He rushed home, only to witness Oscar and his friends talking trash about Hayden, and Oscar never really loved Hayden and just used him as a distraction to get over his ex. Hayden felt heartbroken and left the house, only to feel dizzy and passed out by the street. Suddenly, a mysterious, tall, strong shadow picked Hayden up and carried him away somewhere to help Hayden. It has been 2 days. Oscar realized he hadn't seen Hayden at all since he had friends over to hang out 2 days ago. Something was wrong. Hayden was always at Oscar's house whenever he needed Hayden or not, even if Hayden was busy that day or any other day. He would drop everything with just one phone call by Oscar. So what the hell is Hayden doing? Unless this is a prank Hayden's pulling. Probably to see how much Oscar cares about him. Who does Hayden think he's playing with? He thought. Oscar pulled this same act a week ago, just to prove to his friends how devoted Hayden was to Oscar. No matter how childish his request was to Hayden. Fine, he said. Let him be. I want to see how long he thinks he can play this game with me. Hayden woke up in a beautiful white master bedroom. He was confused at where he was, or how he even got here. Suddenly, a middle-aged butler arrived to cater to Hayden's needs. Hayden felt scared at first, but the butler promised him he's a good man who's here to help Hayden until his master come back from downstairs. Master? Hayden thought. Hayden was even more confused than ever. He needed to get away from this place and this butler. He quickly stood up from the bed, but lost his balance and almost fell backwards. Until a strong, attractive, body-built, African-American man with brown hair with hazel eyes, named James, caught Hayden's fall and pulled him close as they both locked eyes to each other. Hayden found him extremely handsome, but quickly pulled away from a trance as he stood by the bedroom door. Looking at both James and the butler calmly explained who he was and what role he plays for his master, which is James, standing in front of Hayden. When the butler was about to tell Hayden, James quickly looked at the butler as a sign to not say a word just yet. The butler understood. James lied and claimed Hayes just the friend of the CEO that lives at the villa, and was instructed to take care of Hayden during his business trip. Hayden finally understood the situation and thanked the butler and James for helping him. But Hayden was ready to go home to his boyfriend, Oscar, until he suddenly remembered about that night and what Oscar had confessed to his friends. Hayden's heart shattered all over again. The person whom he loved since high school had broken his heart that night. He also realized he has nowhere to go since his family disowned him. After Hayden told his family he's pregnant before he told Oscar, they never liked Oscar in the first place. Even if Hayden had decided to break up with Oscar, they still won't take Hayden back home. James offered him to stay, just until Hayden sorted out his life. And he even promised to help him during his pregnancy. Hayden was shocked. How did this man know Hayden was pregnant? The butler had told Hayden that while he was resting for 2 days, they had a doctor check up on Hayden, and he confirmed it. Hayden understood, yet confused. Why was James allowing Hayden to stay? Shouldn't Hayden be the one asking the CEO himself if it's okay? But James promised that while the CEO is gone, he is in charge of everything. Hayden finally understood James' role. He was the assistant. James was stunned at Hayden's claim, but chose not to correct him. For now, Hayden looked around the room. "The room is nice to stay in," Hayden said. "Just until the master gets back from his trip, I guessed." Little did Hayden know that the master CEO that Hayden was talking about was actually the man standing in front of him, James. That night, Oscar, 22-year-old, tall, lean body type with black mohawk hairstyle, went to a party and saw his friends talking negative about his boyfriend, Hayden, and his background for being lower class, and how much Hayden loves Oscar to the point of becoming Oscar's pet. Oscar was mad, told him off, and rushed out to finally find Hayden. "Fine, Hayden," said Oscar as he headed out the club and into his car. "You win. Now get the hell out of hiding and come back to me." He then began calling Hayden, but Hayden didn't answer. It wasn't because he didn't want to. It was because he lost his phone that night. He ran away from Oscar's house. Oscar even tried texting Hayden, but nothing. He was determined to find Hayden. Suddenly, there was a call from one of his other friends who claimed they had spotted Hayden walking at a grocery store with a very tall, handsome African-American man, while Hayden holding his stomach that was still flat since it was too soon for his belly to grow. Could Hayden be pregnant? Instantly, Oscar knew it was his baby Hayden was carrying, and instantly demanded his friend to follow them so his friend could tell Oscar where Hayden was going with the mysterious man. Oscar started the car and drove away, finding Hayden that night after shopping and grabbed some quick food on the way. Hayden, 21-year-old, pregnant ginger with beautiful blue eyes, began to rest on the comfortable white and fluffy bed from the master's bedroom. He had to admit, between the food, the catering, and the comfort scenery, Hayden was enjoying it, but knew it was only temporary. Just then, James, tall, attractive, bodybuilt, African-American guy, showed up to check up on Hayden. Hayden promised he was okay and thanked the James for taking care of him. James confessed how much he liked Hayden, and Hayden was beginning to like him, till someone knocked at the door. They hear arguing coming from downstairs and now up to the master's bedroom. The door swung open and Hayden and James was shocked to see Hayden's boyfriend, Oscar, walking in, stunned. "Hayden?" Oscar asked as he looked at both James and Hayden together. "What the hell is going on?" The middle-aged butler then rushed in and quickly bowed. "I am so sorry, sir," said the butler. "But it's all right," said James in frustration as he held Hayden's hand while Hayden's still laying on the bed comfortably. "Shall I kick him out?" Oscar was shocked at how comfortable Hayden was around a guy he barely knew. "It's okay," Hayden said. "I'll take care of it." Hayden slowly stood up as he walked up to Oscar and then slap. Hayden slapped Oscar right across the face. He fell to the floor, looking up at Hayden in disbelief. "How dare you come here? Barged into someone else's home and demand to take me back. Not after what you had told your friends that I was just your distraction to get over your ex-boyfriend." Oscar quickly kneeled to the floor as he held Hayden's hand, tears falling. "Hayden, please," Oscar said. "I know you're carrying my child." Hayden and James both looked at Oscar. Then at Ethan. "Please, I'm sorry for how I had treated you. I admit, it's true I was indeed using you through the entire relationship, because you really were. At the time, my distraction from getting over my boyfriend, who I have known since middle school. After he broke up with me, I thought there was no love for me anymore. But after you got pregnant and left me, only then did I realize you were really my true love. Please, I love you. Give me another chance. But I don't want to, Hayden replied. I'm glad that you finally see what you've done to me was wrong. But I don't need to forgive you. Hayden then held his flat stomach. Yes, I'm pregnant. But I'd rather raise this baby alone than to have you by my side. For I no longer love you. Guys, take them away, said the butler as he follows them, carrying Oscar out of the room. Hayden's tears began to fall, knowing it's the last time he sees Oscar. James walked up to him and held his hand. Are you okay? James asked. Hayden then wiped his own face from the tears as he looked up at James and smiled. Thank you, I will be, Hayden said to him. As he leaned up and kissed him, James gently pulled away to warn Hayden his identity, but Hayden already knew who he was. It was obvious since everyone called him the CEO when they stepped out of the house. But still, he still liked him for him, and now, how rich he is. James promised to take care of him and the baby while touching Hayden's stomach. Hayden believed him. They both shared a kiss to start a new life together. The end.